What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. You guys know about Brother Charleston White, and I'm not a brother that is really wanting to hate on Charleston. That's not really my thing. I think that Charleston is a crash out. But they tell me that Charleston White, according to what I've heard from him in the past, he was somewhat of a community activist at first. And he was a guy that went to jail. I think he did something like terrible, like killing somebody or something like that. Got out of prison, started working with the youth. I saw him when Mo 3, that's when I got word of him, when Mo 3 got killed. So I saw an interview about him. You know, he's sounding very articulate, and he is a very articulate man. But then he just started kind of going viral for all the wrong things, as you young folk would say, crashing out. And he was going in on rappers, wearing jewelry, rappers doing this. And it's crazy because he liked to admit that he would snitch on people.
I'm not worried about no cases. You talking about, you didn't know you can tell to get out of trouble? You didn't know you can tell to get out of trouble? I know some information on a lot of people. I know about 2 unsolved murders that I've been keeping secret just in case I ever get in trouble by the FBI. I know 2 unsolved murders you talking about that I'm gonna tell on them, and I'm good friends with the that done the killing. I'm gonna get them the asses up if they come for me with a RICO case. You talking about I'll be out that day. The information I got, I won't even make it. They'll let me go in the car. Say, man, listen, this is what I know. Can you prove? Watch, I'm gonna call her. Say, remember you told me, and you showed me that you still got that gun. Yeah, now let me go on by the phone. You still got that gun. What about that news clipping with it her in it? You still got that news clipping? Is it still in the Bible? You remember that day you say you did that?
That being said, with the snitching, Mr. Charleston White finds himself in some real serious trouble. The article says Charleston White is currently being held in Texas on charges of aggravated assault with a definitely weapon. Not only that, he has a pair of these charges. He's been booked since February the 18th. Last year, he was arrested on similar charges. And it's not just that. I mean, you think about what Charleston White is doing, making comments about people's kids dying and things like that. He's made a whole bunch of enemies. And then guess who allegedly snitched on Charleston White? Some guy by the name of Hustle Cartel Gaming. He's admitting to getting him locked up. He says, I'm the first in the world to take down One-Eyed Charlie. And again, I just kind of want to talk about this very briefly because, I noticed in this game, a lot of brothers, and this is why I know a lot of brothers don't want to deal with Black America. A lot of the black men out there, they kind of tired of dealing with black commerce or black business and would like to go into other opportunities. But I'm going to tell you why being in the black world or Black American world in the business sector is always so lucrative. It's because people always screw up their opportunities like Charleston White. It's always going to be an opportunity. When you're dealing with white America for the most part, I mean, somebody get on like him, they're not going to mess it up. If a YouTuber gets the opportunity like Charleston White, they get an opportunity to do some great things, they're not going to throw it up. Charleston White was on a damn comedy tour with TK Kirkland. He's been on every podcast, white or black. I mean, he charges a lot of money, $10,000 a pop. The guy has every reason to be successful. He's known all over America. He's built an amazing fan base and a lot of enemies. And then you see a guy like this who's in his mid 40s or even older than that, find a way to throw it all away. And the question is, why? And you know what? We don't even need to know why. All we need to know, to be honest, is damn, he don't want it. Let me do it. And that's the kind of attitude, unfortunately, we got to have. Let me tell you about the NFL and why it's always opportunities, I think, for people in the NFL. How many times do we see guys like that are excellent athletes, even in high school football, college football, and for whatever reason, they can't get it right. They can't get it right. Whatever they'll do to mess it up, they will do it. They do it all the time. All the time. And you be sitting there wondering, like, how did he do that? How does that make sense? The guy got everything going for him. He got the world in his hands. Every opportunity to do well, he got it. I see it here on YouTube. Tommy Sotomayor, you know I gotta go ahead on and bring that up. He was one of the biggest crash outs I had ever seen until this point, okay? He had one of the greatest opportunities I ever seen. He still dusted it off. He still dusted it off. Still made a mistake. Lost everything after having everything. Lost it all. I can't believe lost it all. Lost it everything, family. Now he's over here doing whatever, begging for the GoFundMe, begging for the white people, doing all this stuff. I'm gonna get his ass later. Don't even worry about him. I'm going to get him. I'm going to dust his ass off. But let me just get back to Charleston White. Who you gonna blame now, bro? Most of your podcasts, your content is talking about black people and what they do wrong. Then here you go doing something wrong. Let me beg you, brothers, if I can, and only because I love you. I want to beseech you, brothers, as the old folk used to say, to not throw away an opportunity in your life. As the old folk will say in the black church, while the blood is yet running warm in your veins. Don't be like this. Some of y'all might not be Christian, but I'm gonna tell you like my mom used to tell me, God gave you an opportunity, boy, you better run with it. It ain't every day that you can get paid for your talent and get $10,000, $15,000 a pop, but you can't leave your old hood shit away. Some of that stuff gotta go. Some of that stuff and you gotta die, man, for you go forward. And a lot of y'all don't wanna hear that. A lot of y'all playing around like y'all don't wanna talk about that, but we gotta be honest about that, family. A lot of people in Black America die hard, not because they didn't get an opportunity. Now, I'm in Africa. In Africa, people don't get no opportunity a lot of times. That's why when they able to come to America, it's very rare that they'll blow an opportunity like this. But us, you know, hey, we get a lot of opportunities, man. Some people are luckier than others. We get a lot of opportunities and somehow can't figure it out. Then get mad at somebody else. Why is this man 45 getting locked up on all these charges? It's like, let me say this, man. If you really afraid of the stuff that you saying and you feel like you got to go out there and almost be pulling guns on people because you online saying stupid stuff. Here's a suggestion, brother. Maybe you need to stop saying that type of shit. Maybe you need to stop saying that. Maybe you need to stop talking like that with your crazy ass. Maybe you need to stop woofing, you know? You funny enough to be just, getting your money and just chilling out. But now you don't want to do that. So you're going to go ahead on and crash out. Then you ain't got no bail. You was roasting Lil Durk and now you about to be in there with him. And that's the thing about Charles. So what you going to do when you get in that jail, man, when some of them folks' family you didn't diss? Boy, what they going to tear you apart, boy? It ain't going to make no sense. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shitty Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.